Episode 60. Thank you all for listening to episode 59, Cumin, a chili cook-off featuring Chris Blewett. I'm Gary here with my co-host.
Bear.
And that's it.
And nobody else?
We ripped on that poor guy so much. He is actually sick. He is like super sick. So he's missing the whole week.
Sure he's not faking it.
Well, Ash Wednesday I thought he was faking it, but I think he is legitimately sick. I feel bad for the guy.
I think he's faking it.
You know, I just got back.
Did we get a doctor's note?
No. I just got back from St. Louis this morning, and what killed me is that daylight savings time. First off, I was in Central Standard Time, and we got done at 2 a.m. So when you look at that and the time changes, it goes forward an hour, and plus I had to get back to Eastern. It was 4 a.m. when I was done.
Oh, yeah.
It is now, it's like 11 o'clock, it's 10:30. So we got to knock this show out so I can get it out by noon. So
best of luck to us.
Yeah, best of luck to us. So let's get right into it. Thanks to Wes Anderson, Moments in Time. Check him out, Wes Anderson Music on Facebook. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to all our clothing. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not...
Greenbow, Alabama.
Greenbow, Alabama! Love it, Forrest Gump.
Thank you.
Verizon, PNC, Charlie's Dodge. We're just going to keep going right into this. Just on the Twitter, favorite moments from King Kong Bundy's career. Rest in peace. We lost King Kong Bundy this week on, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, I think, right?
You might be right. I think so.
I think it was Tuesday. I think he headlined WrestleMania 2 with Hogan, right?
I think so.
2? Yeah, it was 2.
Something like that, yeah.
In a cage. That was when they had like 3 different venues or whatever.
Right.
And then I know he had a pretty good career. He's a big guy, so that makes it easy. Big guys back in the 80s, early 90s were big hits. So he was a star in WWF then, and then I think he went to WCW and was there for a little bit too. Not quite as big a star, but King Kong Bundy was, he was a good heel, great heel, I think, actually. Good for Hogan. So good for him. He was in the $1 Million. Was it $1 Million?
Ted DiBiase, as Santino would say.
Can't remember what the hell the name was. I don't want to say $1 Million Squad because that's not right.
Money Inc.
Yeah, Money Inc. There we go. Thank you.
No problem. Today we're gonna be watching 2004, I believe, right? No Way Out.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
And that was right before WrestleMania, and so we're gonna watch Eddie versus Brock later today. So let's get right into AEW. So let's talk about StarCast too. Which is with Conrad. Puts it on in Vegas. Kind of coincides with AEW's event Double or Nothing. Undertaker's going to be out there. It's going to be a big week. I wish that's a week that we could be in Vegas.
Be cool
to go to StarCast. I know that their VIP package is sold out. Their gold package is still there, where you could go to every show and you could still meet a lot of the guys, which would be fun. You could be walking around the room with some of the guys that are there. But maybe we'll go to StarCast 3 next year.
Possibly.
That's
cool.
Something we could look forward to.
Yeah.
What do you think about StarCast? What they got going on potentially?
We talk about it each week. I think it's going to be good for them. I really do. They're going to make money on this pay-per-view. I know that. I do think that they're going to just, I don't want to say blow the WWE out of the water, but these first few that they do, I think are going to be pretty solid. I really do. There's going to be a lot of fan involvement.
Totally agree.
You're going to have to see how the pay-per-views are. The first one might bomb. You never know. But I think it's going to go over pretty well. They got good heads behind it. Obviously, they have good money behind it, so we'll see. I'm pretty excited. When is that again? May
23rd to the 26th. So, like we just talked about, they have the VIP bracelet, which is gone. Gold bracelet, so you get guaranteed seating.
Gold bracelet, green bracelet. Who gives a shit?
That's right. So you could be walking around, chance to meet people like JR, Jerry Lawler, Kevin Nash. Will be walking around. That would be fun to meet those guys.
Yeah, that'd be
and
cool.
Just talk about, talk to JR about, hey, we, read Slobberknocker or, anything, because we both did. We recommended it to Brandon. You actually read it. I actually listened to the audiobook. Like I said, I recommend to anybody. I use the Libby app, which is through the library. I use 2 different library cards, one for the different counties I have them in. And he reads the book. And I was telling you guys about it. And to hear him, like, it's one thing to read it, but for me, like, I don't like audiobooks unless it's the person who authored it. Like,
it's not some random voice.
Right. Like,
it's
certain
be my
things,
voice reading it.
I'd be okay with that if it was a specific book. But for somebody like an autobiography like JR's, I want to hear them tell the story.
Yeah, you gave me a snippet before we started of showing me how. I thought that was
so
interesting.
cool, man. You know, and it was really neat to hear his story. And like I was telling you when he was talking about Leroy, talking about getting in the car and I'm going to kill Ted DiBiase. And then he calls up. He was talked about how he called up Bill Watts, how they called back. You know, and they have to do a collect call and say a certain name so that they get a call back at that payphone right away. And he said, "Hey, Leroy's going to kill Ted DiBiase, and I'm going to hold the gun. I'm the accomplice. I'm holding the gun, aiming it the way of DiBiase, and he's going to shoot him because he's dating his daughter." And he's just, you know, he didn't say he was ribbing him, but he kind of was. But he was serious too at the same time.
Right.
And then, but when he tells the story, it's not even that. It's that he was so like distraught by this that Leroy's smoking the cigar and the ashes go into his crotch, so he's like, I'm just patting this man's balls the whole time. And just to read that and hear JR talk about it is amazing.
Now that you say that, I'm pretty sure that Jason has that book.
Does he?
I'm gonna have to see if he read that because I'm pretty sure he has my book.
Really?
Yeah, I gave it to him after I read it so he could read it.
I was shocked it wasn't on hold because I've got a lot of books right now that are on hold to read or listen to. And, you know, I wasn't big into audiobooks. And now, like, after I listened to that one and I'm listening to another one right now, I'm getting into them more. And, you know, it's fun to listen to. And I've got some that, you know, Sean from Crandall's, he gave me one, the 10 times rule. It's about stuff for like me and you who are very efficient at what we do and hardworking and do all this stuff. And we always have a million things going on. I'm going to listen to that. He said it was amazing. I'll let you know how it is because I think that's a book you would probably like. I've got Dale Carnegie's book, you know, because I haven't read it in a long time on there as well, How to Make Friends and Influence People. Yep. It's been a long time since I've heard that, and I'm going to listen to that one. I've got quite a few on there, and you know, for people, we don't talk too much about education and books, but
and honestly, the audiobook craze has never been my thing. I'm an old school guy.
Same.
I don't have a Nook, a Kindle. I don't read through that. I like having a book in my hand to read when I do. But now being busy and being able to go, it's almost like listening to a podcast. And I like listening to podcasts. So
dude, it would be,
there's no difference.
That
it's just a book.
That JR book was 11 hours, and it probably took me a little, probably about 8 or 9, because I usually listen to it at 1.5 speed.
Okay.
Because so they talk faster and I can catch it and understand it quicker. But so in 2 weeks, I'm going to have the brief answers to the big questions. Stephen Hawking, it's when he died, his last book came out.
Did he write that by himself?
You're terrible. After that, I do have this book. I know. I do have this book.
That's a question.
I have this physical book, but I also get it in 2 weeks. But it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s book, Racing to the Finish. He reads it, so I want to listen to it. But I have the physical book.
Read that one in about 10 speed and see how fast you can get through that.
Yeah.
Number 88, Mountain Dew, Chevy, well, after 20 minutes, all right, and there's my life done.
Yeah, I crashed once. I thought I was going to be dead. My dad carried me out. My dad hit the wall. I'm dead. And I retired.
And now I make millions more dollars on TV.
Then the 10 times rule I talked about, Grant Cardone, I get that in 2 weeks. I've got 4 books coming in the next 2 weeks. The other one after that, Undisputed Truth, Mike Tyson. I know he's not reading that one, but Undisputed Truth, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
And then 3 weeks.
Make fun of him. I don't want to get hit.
Right. And in 3 weeks, I've got, so I'm going to have to listen to 4 books in like a couple weeks. And you get 3 weeks to read them or listen to them. But the other one I have not read since I was in high school, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I haven't read that in a long time. I'm looking forward to listening to that again. You're a Badass at Making Money, 5 weeks. I'm going to get that one. How to Win Friends and Influence People, 6 weeks. President is Missing in 7 weeks. 5 presidents in 7 weeks. I'm looking forward to a lot of these, and it'll be interesting. My favorite book of all time, if you've never read it, and I'll say it for people, is I almost said The Good Cop Bad Cop Routine. No, that is definitely not it.
Never even heard
Rich
of that.
Dad Poor Dad. Have you ever read that?
No.
I tell you what. It kind of mimics my life, and you would understand it from having, it talks about this guy talks about his rich dad and his poor dad being his actual father, who did not understand how to manage money. And it was kind of the same as mine. My dad, he's very good now, and he manages his money well. He's retired. He understands how to do it, and he still works a little bit. Mm-hmm. But and it talks about the rich dad, the guy who taught about investments. Like my mentor, he's going to be 80 in July, and he owned the pizza shop that I worked at for many years before I bought it. He was my mentor that taught me about investing, taught me about insurances, taught me about what to do with my time and money, and that's why I'm in finance now in business.
Right.
Was because of this man. So this book means a lot to me, and I recommend it to anybody. It's a very important book to teach people about how to utilize money, how to manage money. It is a very good read.
Give that to Brandon.
Yeah. We could give it to him.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Being funny.
You're not being funny.
I mean, I was, but I was being more serious than funny.
Yeah, I know you were.
Which usually doesn't happen.
No,
that was one of the firsts.
I totally agree with you there. I think we agree on this at one point. So let's get in. We're done with AEW. Let's get into the Raw recap. Kind of boring this week.
I didn't watch either, so this is all you. This is normally Brandon's segment.
It's good, and I know he helps out here. So Ricochet and Aleister Black got a chance at the Raw Tag Team Championships against Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson of the Revival, but Chad Gable and Bobby Roode came out and interfered and beat up the Revival, so they won by DQ. So that's a loss for Aleister Black and Ricochet. So terrible because it was a good match. But there is going to be a triple threat match because of this at Fastlane, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yep, we got to make picks for that.
We will. Towards the end, I'll jump right into the end. We had Becky was going to fight. She got her suspension. This whole storyline is all fucked up now. But Becky was going to fight Charlotte for the women's title because Ronda laid it down, and she said, I didn't lay down my title and give it up, so Stephanie handed it back to her. So now Becky is fighting Charlotte. If Charlotte wins, Becky's not in the main event at WrestleMania, but if Becky wins, she's in.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole thing. I'm like, so basically you've gotten rid of her Royal Rumble win, and Charlotte's in there because Vince just wants her there. I hate how they just basically got rid of her win at the Royal Rumble. It's kind of shit, honestly.
Okay.
And it sucks with how they're doing it. So basically, that's the thing. Becky wins, she's in triple threat match. Charlotte wins, it's just Charlotte and Ronda.
Which
I think we know what happens here, which is fine. Some of this shit has become predictable, and it is what it is. And one of the things that I want to talk about. We talked about briefly on Raw is like her promo. So you didn't get to see it, but Ronda turned heel at this point, and she was basically getting heat because Becky is the heel, quote unquote.
Right, they have to.
It's Stone Cold again, so they have to turn her. And she just beat the shit out of Becky. And if you saw their Twitter feud, if you have not seen their Twitter feud, go on there and read that shit. It was great because you're like, okay, is this real? Is it not? It was kind of crossing the line of kayfabe. You don't know. And then you kind of realize that, like, well, did WWE let them do this? Because they're talking a lot of shit.
I've seen some of them. Like, I think Brandon might have retweeted it or posted it, or maybe he sent it to me.
I think I sent it out to you guys,
maybe
too.
You did. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I did look in and saw that. So.
But my favorite quote before she started getting into it was, damn your fantasies, damn the man, screw the woo. And basically, she's a bad bitch or whatever. She's got a shirt for this now.
I saw the Screw the Woo shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, that was good. I give her credit. Like, cut a good promo. And usually you don't know what she's going to do or how she's going to cut a promo, but she did. I think she did fairly well.
Good.
They brought back kind of with those two guys from Saturday Night Live, Michael and Colin, who do the weekend update or whatever.
Okay, yep.
So it was kind of like Colin didn't seem right.
He's always been
Michael
weird.
fit in backstage, and it looked good, but it just was weird.
I don't know if I ever liked the Colin dude.
Colin asked Braun, basically, is wrestling real? And then he chokes him up against the wall.
So that's big time fake right there.
Yeah, so Sasha Banks and Tamina fought. Shitty match. Tamina beat her by pinfall because Nia interfered. It was kind of trash. And then the Shield did reunite. Remember we talked about this last week? You didn't know, but they did reunite. It was weird because Dean earlier in the night lost to Elias, but then Roman came out and with Seth and said, hey, I need my brother. We got to do this one more time, and try to get Dean, and they couldn't. But then Corbin, when they're trying to recruit Dean later in the night, Roman and Seth are in the ring, and Corbin, Lashley, and McIntyre come out and start fighting with him. Dean's up on the stairs in the crowd, and then he just runs out and they fight. And it'll be a match tonight, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll get into this later. That's fine. We had Heavy Machinery. They beat the B Team, shocking, Ascension and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins in a gauntlet match.
Okay.
They started out. It was okay. Heavy Machinery's fun. And then Triple H at the beginning of the show declared he's ready to fight Batista anywhere. So, and he didn't talk about Ric Flair. He talked about Richard Fliehr. Mentioned his name.
Whoa, get a little dusty in there.
Oh, yeah. And then Natalya and Ruby Riott fought also. Natty beat her by pinfall. So, just kind of dumb. And then afterward, Lacey Evans came out and did her normal walk, act like a lady. That thing where she just...
I don't understand that.
Well, I think they're just trying to keep her in our head until they bring her out and actually have her do shit. So, it should be good. Corbin, Lashley, McIntyre earlier in the night beat Angle, Balor, and Strowman, actually. So, it was a pinfall. That was actually probably one of the better matches of the night. So, not too bad, but I mean, it wasn't a great Raw. We're seeing all the same shit that we keep seeing the past several weeks. I'm kind of done with it. I don't know.
Okay.
You haven't really watched it. So
No, I have class Monday night, so I haven't watched Raw since the beginning of the year, more or less. So I have to listen and trust you guys here.
I don't know if you'd trust us with this stuff, but it's just kind of getting... They're getting ready for Fastlane. Now they're trying to rush shit into WrestleMania. We'll see.
Which, yeah, I mean, that's what they do.
Right.
When's the date for WrestleMania?
April
3rd. It's early, right? Yeah, it's like the first weekend.
Yeah, it usually is.
No. It's got to be like the 6th or something, because the 30th and 31st are March. April 1st is a Monday, so it's got to be then.
Oh yeah, because the 3rd's a Wednesday.
So the 6th.
Recording.
So the 6th, right?
3rd is a Wednesday. 4th,
and I'll be in New
7th.
Orleans that right before that. So
7th. When are you in New Orleans?
The 20, whatever that Thursday through Sunday is. So the 28th or the 31st
so you won't
of March.
miss any shows.
No, I won't.
I know, and then
I got to be back for my class graduation on Monday the 1st. So.
You graduate? Did they give you a diploma?
Yeah, certificate.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
It'll be if I make it there. That's why I told him. I said I picked a bad day to come back.
Right.
Hopefully, I make it back.
Right. So, to open the show for SmackDown, Daniel Bryan comes out and has he just talking about everything, and there's a video montage about how Kevin Owens replaced Kofi Kingston, and Kofi's just been, they're playing this off as to what we can see can happen. Mm-hmm. And then, Rowan got into it with Kevin Owens. He stepped in to talk about, just to kind of take over for Daniel Bryan, and then he ended up with another stunner. So
just going to keep throwing stunners around, isn't he?
Yeah, and we'll talk about that later. So Jey Uso fought the Miz. Miz beat him. Kind of a just one-sided match. I don't know. Miz gets back. He got back some of his confidence by winning that match, but we're waiting for that heel turn. I think it happens soon. And Miz will be the one to turn, I think. Probably. He's not a fan favorite. I mean,
no.
He could be easily. But the highlight of the night for me was R-Truth's United States Championship Open Match Challenge. So fantastic. If you have not seen this man is fucking gold. And the fact that they gave him an opportunity is phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. I'm glad they gave him something to do, because I'm like, he started talking about how John Cena is his childhood hero. He is fucking older than John Cena. So that was great. And then Lacey Evans makes it, they do the second 7-second dance off with him and Carmella. And oh God, Carmella, yum. Mm-hmm. And Lacey Evans walks out.
Too.
Me too. This drink.
Yeah, it's a good start to the morning.
That's all right. And then so Lacey Evans does her walkout, right? And she goes to each city. And I thought about this. I'm like, she literally goes to each city and just walks out and goes back.
Probably gets paid decent money, too.
She looks good to do it. And, they're trying to put her in her head. And you know what? I was like, why are they doing this? And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it because they're really trying to get us to focus on Charlotte, Becky, Ronda. Mm-hmm. We don't know where the fuck Asuka is. Maybe Lacey comes and takes out Asuka later. Be great. We'll see. But he said he wants to do this open challenge. He's like, I just can't do it. And then he just looks up and says, damn you, John Cena. Like, John Cena's dead. Just doing this. So the open challenge ends up, and dude, they should have saved this for fucking Fastlane. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in a few weeks when it's on the network. Uh-huh. Andrade, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe and R-Truth fight for the title. Like, an amazing match. Zelina ends up doing the Hurricane Rana to take out R-Truth, and then 619, I think he did a 619 to Andrade. Rey Mysterio did. Samoa Joe comes in. Doesn't do the Coquina Clutch, but basically I call it the Rock Bottom. It's not that, but he wins the title. I know
what you mean.
So the United States title is now with Samoa Joe, which is also good.
I think he needed a title. I like a title on Samoa Joe.
Right. And he was just, God, it's great to see him win, but they should have saved that match. That match was really good. Andrade and Mysterio are going to be fighting tonight, so it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens and to go with it. Ricochet and Aleister Black fought the Bar, and they beat him. It was it's always fun to watch Ricochet and Aleister Black, so, it'll be interesting to see what happens. There was some fight, like Shinsuke and Rusev came out later, and then the Hardys came out and saved them, so it was, the 4 and the 4, mm-hmm. And you can see kind of the picture here. Oh, you haven't seen Matt Hardy. Well, he's got the blonde hair on the top again, but dude, he's looking clean. Yeah, he's cut up. I think we talked about that last week, how cut up he was, and how his wife got him on the diet and the vegan diet or whatever he did, and got him back into shape. He's looking good, man, for an older dude. Is it just me, or does Ricochet have an 8-pack? And he's just standing there. Yeah, I don't even think he's breathing hard. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Lucky son of a bitch. Hey, fucking prick. I'll take 2 of those and I'll be happy. Right. Naomi fought Mandy Rose. Rose beat Naomi, and it was a just shitty match. So we won't even go into it anymore. Kevin Owens fought Eric Rowan. A lot of different things happened, but Mustafa Ali kind of came in and helped out at the end. So Kevin Owens is kind of more of a face now than a heel. He's always been good working as a heel. Mm-hmm. But, you got him fighting against Daniel Bryan, so that's just what it is. And then they did the final build of Becky versus Charlotte. Becky just kind of went for it, and she got on the disarmer on Bay, as you call her. So how dare her? I know. But it wasn't. I will find you. So the show ended. Kill you. The show ended with Becky just standing kind of tall with everything. Becky's hot too, though. So. Oh yeah, dude. God, who's the hottest diva right now? Charlotte. Okay, after Charlotte. That's tough. Oh man, I would say Carmella. Yeah. Yeah, Becky or Carmella. Yeah. Speaking of hot, Tori Wilson going to the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm sure that's probably on there in a little bit, but I just wanted to bring it up since we're talking about divas. I think probably the hottest diva ever. Trish and her are really close. Man, Tori. So I liked Kelly personally. I'm a Kelly guy. I just like Kellys. Yes, you do. Can't get away from them. Yes. All right, so let's go into the Fastlane preview. And let's make our picks. So Brandon's got his to us, so we are good to go. Bayley and Sasha versus Nia and Tamina for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Hug and Boss, keeping their titles. Hug and Boss, Boss and Hug. Boss Hug, Boss Hog. Boss and Hug. Jake with We Don't Know. Boss and Hug. All right, Asuka versus Mandy Rose for the SmackDown's Women's Championship. Asuka, yeah. Asuka. Usos versus McMiz. Oh, by the way, Bailey and Sasha or Boston Hug and Asuka for Brandon.
Usos.
Ooh. So's for me. Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens.
Daniel Bryan.
DB. Or SB.
Stolen base.
Stolen base. Daniel Bryan all the way across the board. The Shield versus Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and
Bobby Lashley. Man. I guess I'll go with the Shield. I can see, though, some tomfoolery in this match. You know what? Nah. I'm going Corbin, McIntyre, Lashley. Because I think that what's his face? Damn it. Dean. Drew he was just right there in my head. I think Dean, though he came back and he isn't heel, I think he goes even more heel on them. Turns again. And plus, they're not going to stay together because Seth has a title fight. So I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, something different.
I like your thoughts. I'm going with the Shield, though. Becky versus Charlotte. If Becky wins, she's added to the WrestleMania 35 match.
Since last year, we said that it was going to be a triple threat match. Sticking with our guns here. We all should be going Becky to get that, and we can say that we predicted this a year ago.
Right. All right. Now, Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. What do you got?
Is this for anything or just a match?
It's for the titles.
It is for the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me Aleister Black and Ricochet, man. I think that would be fun. Because they're going to go to WrestleMania. So if they go to WrestleMania, they'll probably win the championships there. So they probably won't win this time, but it would be cool if they did.
I'm going to keep it with Revival.
Some title has to change here.
Yeah, I
Usually it doesn't.
I don't see it because
Usually
I think WrestleMania we're going to
but-
see several.
But I think this one, it'll be a little bit different.
All right, Rey Mysterio and Andrade. Brandon forgot to pick this one. So we'll get it before the show tonight.
Since this is new to me, I'm going to go with Ray's going to put him over, so give me Andrade.
That is what I'm doing as well. And just to update people on the records, we got Bear 14-2. I'm at 14-3 because of the extra bonus point, and Brandon at 10-6. And then Jake, we don't have on this one, but I go back to the last one. Jake is 7-9. God,
Poor Jake.
Jake from State Farm. So
Are you wearing Jake from State Farm? Khakis.
Slacks.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I'm going to get the network all fired up here for No Way Out. We're going to get to Brock versus Eddie. Okay.
Oh, is that Tori?
Oh, gosh. That is Tori and Sable.
Yummy.
Now, see, unfortunately, we don't know what's going on with the TV, so I'm going to have to fast forward through this and just hope we find the match.
I bet you Chavo and Rey is a good one.
I know. Kurt Angle and Big
Cena.
Show.
Look at Cena down.
Cena was a boy in this one.
Mm-hmm.
All
There you
right,
go.
We can start it from here. So let's talk about some of the questions we got. Hold on. Let's see. The song for Brock is still the same.
Yeah, the exact same. Now it's just, where's Taz? Oh, here comes the pain. Not yet.
Does it say it in this one?
I don't remember when he started doing it.
Let's see if he does. So here, Brock's what, 29? 20, how old is he now? 40? So he's 25?
Jesus, when he jumps up on that ring, man.
Dude,
Well, he was the youngest champion, and that was 02. I think he was,
21, 22. So he's about 25 here.
he's 41 right now.
So he's 26.
So he's 1977 is when he was born. This
26,
this is
27.
04.
Yeah, this is early 04. That's insane.
Yeah, so 26 here.
Dude, like, how old are you now?
27.
You're a year older than this man
I
at
have
this point.
Much better body. Much better.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So,
It's all Big Macs and Shamrock Shakes. You can get a body like this with Big Macs and Shamrock Shakes.
I've had 2 Shamrock Shakes so far this year.
I've only had one, and it was amazing. And
Dude,
I need to go get another one immediately. They're addictive. That's why I tried to last year was bad. 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 Like, I'm talking almost one a day. Bad. That's when I stopped working out. It's right around this time because I was eating or drinking damn Shamrock Shakes because they're so fucking addictive.
Did Hornswoggle give them to you?
Yeah, from under the McDonald's. He crawled out from the drive-thru and just gave it to me.
Did you have you seen the Big B? Do you go to Big B ever?
Occasionally. I don't have any really close, but
So they have a cake batter latte that you can get like frozen. Dude, I had it today frozen.
cake batter latte.
Fuck. Dude, I got it on our way back. We were pulling in from St. Louis. I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Dude.
My go-to at Big B is the White Lightning with 2 shots of espresso.
That's awesome. So
Delicious.
While we're going to watch this match, we're just going to go right into the other stuff, man. So Jason debate, is it just my 4K TV projecting abnormal size proportion, or is something wrong with the size comparison of Batista's head to his body ratio?
Cool TV drop, Jason. Cool. Fancy. 4K. Yeah, who doesn't have a 4K TV?
Doesn't everybody now? Don't you need like
thinks
UHD
he's so,
4K
I think he
now?
thinks he's so cool because he dropped the 4K in there. He put in detail on purpose. Made him seem a little egotistical. No, Batista's head is totally different than his body. It's really odd.
Yeah, it is.
It's always been that way. It's kind of creepy.
And he is smaller, though.
4K TV, standard definition TV, all looks like Batista's head is not
Tube
proportionate
TV.
to his body.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. Ric Flair's new belt, does it rank in your top 5 favorite belts of all time?
I'm going to have to look it up because I have not seen it.
So you look that up because I got to look at it too. It's the old WCW looking belt.
What does he mean by? Is that the one he got?
Yeah, from this past Monday.
Okay.
So while you're looking that up, we'll talk about this match. So this match is big. Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace. Big match here. This is the first time he wins the championship. And you can see Brock is just towering over him, but Eddie is just jacked. Did you see, by the way, that Vicky is like the cruise, like the celebrity cruise, I don't want to say conductor. That's a train, idiot. But something with the cruise, like celebrity captain or some shit for the Jericho cruise.
Oh, I did not
She'll
know
be
that.
on it. Jake the Snake will be on it. DDP's on it so far. Guess who's headlining so far?
Who?
Fozzy.
Nice. Nice.
Shock. The Master of Ceremonies is Chris Jericho.
Okay. Fair. Makes sense.
AEW Wrestling, of course. Have you found the belt yet?
No, I have not. I can't. Anytime I put it in, it just gives me... Yeah, it just gives me a whole bunch of... It gives me the background to what happened on Raw, but I don't really want to look through the whole thing. If I don't have to. I'll look it up on Twitter. That might help.
Look it on the Twitter.
Taz was so good. Very underrated.
He was good. Did you like Taz?
I did. As a wrestler and announcer. More as an announcer. Okay, I got it. That's pretty slick.
I need a reminder here what it's got on it.
It's pretty slick.
Oh, it's got like all the times he won.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, it's like the big gold.
Yeah, because I want to look like it's all the times he won the title. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's got all the times.
That's a badass belt. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Top 5, maybe.
How much do you think it cost?
It depends. Am I getting the toy belt like $19.99
No.
from Walmart?
How much does this belt cost?
Oh, that?
How much did it cost at WWE?
Probably $5,000.
to make this belt? I would have said about 10.
Yeah. Not cheap.
No, that's a sweet belt.
How many do you think the people were pissed off that had him advertised for Raw but didn't get to see him besides getting dragged out?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but it's wrestling, so no. You got to expect it. I think
they saw Steamboat. They saw Sting. They saw Shawn Michaels, Triple H. They can kiss my ass. All right. I don't understand what the WWE is doing with Elias. Elias is one of those gimmicks that doesn't require having a title to be popular. But the writers don't give him the best storylines to work with. So what are your thoughts of Elias and how are they using him? And how they are using him? Terrible. It doesn't make sense in the spot he's in right now, with the whole Dean Ambrose bullshit. They put him in that shit with Jeff Jarrett. It's dumb. He's just hitting people with guitars. He did it with those Lucha House Party. Yeah. Give him somebody, man. I'm getting bored with this shit.
And
put him in the Intercontinental title.
And I think he's talented. I like what he does. He's obviously good on the mic. He's a big-bodied guy, so why are they? I don't know what they're doing with him. They do. They need to. Maybe they're. Maybe because I haven't seen him wrestle a lot, so maybe they do need to. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're probably training him. That's why because he has the mic skill, so he can get out there and do it. So they're giving him a face. So maybe they're just training him and getting him better.
Right.
Maybe.
So Brock is doing what he normally does with everybody else, just
beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, he just threw a high knee.
Taunting him.
He threw a high knee in the rope.
When did he first go to UFC?
I think 07 was his first fight.
Really?
I think
was it that long ago already?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So he was in his 20s when he first fought?
Yeah.
29,
well,
30?
It would have been right, yeah. It would have been probably right before his 30th birthday. No, maybe a little bit after.
He lost his first fight, right? To Mir?
Yes. He was beating him and he got caught in a knee bar.
Yeah.
And then he beat Heath Herring. Destroyed him. Broke his eye socket immediately.
Did he really?
He threw that right jab like within the first minute of the fight and broke his eye socket. And then that was the famous one where he's falling backwards and he
bull rushes him?
Yeah, I don't want to say a spear tackle, but yeah, he bull rushed him. Yeah, because he was falling
sweet.
back.
Yeah,
and then because everyone thinks he won that fight by knockout, and he didn't. He won a decision. He didn't finish him. But Heath Herring was a bad dude though too back then. And then he came and I think he beat Mir again.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, he beat Mir for the first time.
And then he beat Couture.
Then they think he beat Mir again
for the title.
Yeah.
And then he beat JDS, right?
No. He never fought JDS.
I thought he did.
No, I think they were going.
He lost to Velasquez. I know
I think that because that was supposed to be the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh yeah.
And I think I think one of them got hurt. I think that was when he had the diverticulitis. Because then he came back
and he
after
lost to Velasquez.
JDS lost to Kane, and then Kane destroyed him. Yeah, Kane destroyed Brock. He was still hurt.
Healthy Brock, you think he beats Kane at that point?
I don't think so. Kane was a bad man then.
Hey, how about that?
Not anymore.
How about that video? We didn't cover it on Wednesday that you sent of Mickey Gall getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah, I was surprised. And
right.
Diego, don't get me wrong, Diego is a bad motherfucker. He always has been. Diego's always been one of my favorite. Dream, Nightmare. Dude's changed his name so many damn times. It's awesome. But he destroyed him. Diego destroyed him. If you've ever seen Diego, look, for the people who don't know Diego Sanchez, look up his entrances into UFC. He is his breathing is so scary. He's drooling half the time. He's in a different place in his head. It's unbelievable. It's something I've never seen. It's so scary. It's so intimidating. It's awesome. I've always liked Diego Sanchez. So it's cool to see him beat Mickey Gall. I thought that was awesome.
So San Diego Sanchez. The R-Truth and Carmella are very entertaining and talented, so I like the storylines they are working. What is your take on R-Truth? I covered it earlier a little bit, just make it quick. I like that they do something with him. He's funny. And with Carmella, they're good together.
Yeah.
And he does some funny, it's childish, but it's not.
And he has been for a while.
As an adult, we fucking laugh at it.
And he's been around forever, man.
He's 40-some years old. And when he looks up at the sky, damn you, John Cena. You have to see it, dude. It is so fucking funny. So good. How dare KO mimic and portray Stone Cold? Also, steal his finisher. Brandon, what do you have to say about this? So Brandon gave us some insight on his thoughts with it. Fun to see again, but wish it was actually Stone Cold. That's it. That's all he's got.
Come on, Brandon. Are you that sick? That was the best you could do?
I love Stone Cold and Miller Lite and Ash Wednesday. So, what's up with Lacey Evans? The storyline is awkward. Why would WWE book her on a card just to partially walk to the ring and back? Is she not ready for the big time wrestling or what? Again, covered this earlier. I think she's ready, and they see her as a legitimate star, but they're not gonna fuck with their money, which is Charlotte and Becky and Ronda. That's their money. That's their bread and butter right now. They're not gonna fuck with their money. Lacey, they just want people to know who she is, and people are gonna be like, finally, when she comes out, like, oh, that's Lacey Evans. I know who she is.
Right, because one of these times
she's gonna come out and actually knock the shit out.
Well, she's gonna do a walk around and whatever, and then she's actually gonna attack somebody one of these times. Yes,
right,
gonna happen.
So, Jeremy.
Is it from Jason?
That's it.
Okay.
Jeremy, 2 topics. You can choose one or both. We're doing both. First off, watching Raw on Monday and seeing the return of the guest host, what do you think of that concept?
I think when it first started, it was pretty cool.
And then Bob Barker's my favorite still. When he's like,
I don't even remember
don't make
that.
me put, when he had Chris was a heel and he had the Chris name tag and he's like, you don't need to do one. And, he does this. He's like, $1. I heard $1. And he's like, Chris, you win. And then Chris just like all pissy and dizzy. And then Bob Barker just says, don't make me take you over my knee. And just funny. Chris, when he was heel, Chris just like, I'm the best in the world at what I do. When he was all monotone monster. And it was good. Like Bob Barker, he was a fun one. I think he was. But I don't like the concept in general.
I liked it back then, but also I don't think back then they had an amazing amount of talent, though. So they filled it with celebrities. Now they have a whole bunch of talent.
Why are they doing it with this? Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Right. Like it or don't like it at all, or like it every now and then. So I should have finished the question. Every now and then is okay. Right now, I don't think they need it.
No, I don't think they need it right now either. But yeah, every now and then is cool.
And then he said maybe it depends on the host, although usually they are barely above Dancing with the Stars quality of celebs.
This is very true.
Absolutely
Jeremy.
true.
Very true.
And if you could choose any celebrity to host Raw, who would it be?
Any celebrity to host Raw right now?
Yeah.
You know what would be great right now? Trump.
Oh my God!
So you would get such a mixed reaction from the crowd.
And you know what? Their ratings would be sky fucking high.
It would be amazing.
I would love to see.
I just would love to see crowd reaction and nothing that was announced. Him just come out. Like it would be one of the most shocking moments in history. That would be insane. Plus,
they wouldn't be able to keep it quiet though because he's the fucking president and security and everything else.
Not if they had him come in mid-show.
True.
When when everyone's already there.
I want to see some. I love some of the crossover stuff. Have Jericho come do it for fun. Fuck it. I watched the thing with Billy Gunn where it was pretty good. You should check this out. And he's saying that, he doesn't think AEW can compete with WWE right now, and that's not their goal. And he's a producer, and he's producing matches. So he made it clear. He clarified that. And he's just a fun guy. Like, if you look at his, so he is just in phenomenal shape. Always has been. He takes care of his body. Check it out. I mean, he's just fun. He interviews fun. It's like one of those guys you're like, damn, it'd be cool to have him on a podcast. We do a lot of studying ahead of time. But, it's good to see. For me, somebody like that, or like you said, it's got to be like an actual celebrity or off the wall or somebody. I don't really know.
Not these SNL guys.
No.
That's garbage.
Like, you could talk about who just passed away last week? Luke Perry?
Yeah. He probably wouldn't be a good guest host.
No, but his son, Brandon wanted me to bring that up. I know that his son was, he's in AEW, right?
I have no idea.
Nate Coy, I think is his name. But that's his son. So he's actually signed to AEW. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Jungle Boy Nate Coy is so Luke Perry, he was an avid Ohio sports fan. He was on 90210. We all know that.
I remember
he's an avid
Luke
sports
Perry
fan, and 90210 is the shit.
Did Brandon put that?
Yes. I can bring up Luke Perry. avid sports fan, and 90210 is the shit. But his son is signed with AEW Jungle Boy Nate Coy. God damn it.
I remember Luke Perry from the Family Guy episode when Peter put in that he was gay.
Yeah.
Are they
gonna do a mural to him now?
I would think.
Right. And did you see? I sent that today to you that in later on this month, that Dolph Ziggler is at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, that was. I didn't think he was a comedian.
So
I thought that was weird.
Can you tweet to him? We'll bring the show anywhere. We'll take the show on the road.
What day is it?
21st. It's a Thursday.
Okay.
So less than 2 weeks. You should tweet out to him and say, "Hey, check out the show. Would you want to be on the show? Make it all about, dude. We'll block out a whole show for Dolph. I don't give a shit. If you can get him on the goddamn show, this would we would cancel everything we planned on it.
I'll do it right now.
All right, tweet at him.
I will.
Let's see what we got. So, yeah, he'll be at the Funny Bone. You know, we can come to the Funny Bone, do a show, whatever. Dude, that'd be fun. Like, let's see what we can do. How fun would that be? That guy is so talented.
And who's he with?
Sarah Tiana?
I don't know who that is.
Me either. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler, dude. Like, how awesome is that?
Dolph Lundgren?
I love him too.
That was just the first when I typed in Dolph to Twitter. That was,
you know what my favorite thing that he says is, "You will lose." Thank you, Rocky 4. All right, so the other thing next.
I mean, his Twitter handle is stand up comic.
Is he a free agent now?
Does he not wrestle anymore?
I don't know. Is he not with WWE? Stand-up comic, dude. I would love to go see him. You know how fun that would be?
Stand-up comic. I wrestle to pay the bills. Oh, and former WWE World Heavyweight Champion again.
Huh. Dude, we could talk with him about wrestling, comedy. I don't give a shit. How awesome would that be if you could get Dolph Ziggler on the show? And we wouldn't have it here.
Yeah, we could.
That'd be kind of weird. But
he's in Cleveland 320. And then Toledo, 321, and then Boston, 324, so he's got 3 days off.
I don't know if he'll stay here, but yeah, if he's around, man, we'll have a show. I'll take off work. Can you take off work? If we can do a podcast with him.
I don't need it. I mean, it's a Thursday night.
But that's when he's doing the Funny Bone. But if he has to do it earlier in the day, I got to make it happen.
I probably couldn't.
No.
Yeah, no, not right. If it was April, maybe.
Damn.
April 21st.
I'll help you do your job. Well, we can't ask Brandon. I'll help you do your job. Oh, man, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? So next topic.
No, I definitely wouldn't because I have vacation the next week. There's no way in hell that would happen.
Oh, damn.
We could try, though.
To get Dolph on a show, that would be epic. Next topic has to do with the Hall of Fame. And what Jeremy feels are low standards with the new additions of Torrie Wilson and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We have a celebrity wing of Hall of Fame, so I think we need to have a gimmick wing. He loves gimmicks. I told you, he does as well. Guys like Coco Beware would be in the wing, along with Brutus. Great gimmicks, but let's be honest, both are extremely subpar wrestlers at best. Brutus did have one of the best gimmicks ever, though, but it is short-lived, mainly due to the horrific face injury, and he didn't go to do anything memorable. The Booty Man, enough said. What are your thoughts on these below-average talents going to the Hall, and what do you think of a gimmick wing for these type of wrestlers? Love the gimmick wing. Love it, Jeremy. Love the gimmick wing. You would have the best gimmick wing ever. By the way, Jeremy, who would be your gimmick? Jeremy, I want to know your gimmick. Damn it.
I think a gimmick wing would be fun. That would be something different. And you're right. It would get these guys, like Coco, who probably... Wait, is he in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know if he is. I don't know. Maybe. No idea. It seems like they let everybody in. I know Snoop Dogg's in. What kind of bullshit is that?
That's
Snoop
not a gimmick. That's a
Dogg.
celebrity, though. They have a celebrity wing, so maybe they do need it. And they have a Legends
That's
wing.
double O-P-D-O double G-Z.
I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be cool. Because it would get... But then, no, you know what? No, I changed my mind. Because then everyone just frickin' gets in. No, the Hall of Fame shouldn't be for everyone to get in. You
Everybody
can't just start
gets in
creating
now.
different wings.
They already have. They have the fucking Warrior Wing, the Legends Wing.
That's different. The Warrior Wing isn't for
Celebrity Wing. Yeah, I know it's for something else.
The Celebrity Wing is okay because then it keeps them away. But the Legends Wing, I think, is stupid.
Yeah, get rid of that and put in the Gimmick Wing. I would like that.
What about the Chicken Wing?
Crossface Chicken Wing? I love the Crossface Chicken Wing. We haven't talked much about this STF. Did he just call it that?
It is. It's just not the STFU yet.
Eddie, you got him, man. You think he taps?
No.
Is Kyoto the ref? He usually is for these matches.
No, it's Brian Hebner.
Brian Hebner, Earl's kid?
Yeah.
Does Brock look the same to you still?
Just doesn't have a big tattoo on his chest, but yes, he looks
the big sword.
Yeah.
You think he was drunk when he got that?
Could have been.
Suplex City, bitch.
Eddie started it first.
3, 4. So what was coming up was WrestleMania 20, and we're about to be on 35.
WrestleMania 20 was the best.
Oh shit! Ow! Damn, what a spine buster. So, what's your thoughts on below average talents going into the Hall of Fame?
I don't think they should.
Right.
Hall of Fame is for Hall of Famers. It's the same thing for every sport.
If you could pick one wrestler to go in, who would you like to get in?
Who's not in?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I mean, The Rock, but it's going to happen, obviously.
Owen for me.
Yeah.
But it's his wife.
If his wife doesn't let it happen, yeah, you're right. It'll never. But
Owen.
He should be. I mean, yeah, it's of people who would probably deserve it. You're right. That's the thing, is that they make it such a big spectacle, and they put all these people in. Yeah, it's just gonna be everybody one day.
Right.
What about Val Venus? He should be in. Why is he not in?
Hello, ladies.
Someone put Sean Morley in, damn it.
You know, I almost bought a Papa Shango shirt just because. Papa Shango, man.
Why?
This Papa Shango was the shit.
Did he even have merchandise?
Back then? I don't think I think the only thing they ever fucking sold was Hulkamania shirts back in those days.
Well, and then they had the Shawn Michaels when he got there. Papa Shango was very close to Shawn Michaels. Actually, he was. Mm-hmm. Right there.
Yeah.
They had all that HBK crap, the heart earrings and all that stuff.
Bret Hart sunglasses. I used to have a pair of those.
I would never wear such dirty things on my face. Bret Hart's a loser. A baby.
He is. Owen is king.
He is. That's why he's the king of hearts.
That's right. Sorry, Brandon. No one cares. By the way, did you see my... Oh, no. We need to...
Better hurry up and plug in.
No shit.
What do you got, 53 seconds? Oh, it's on the other side too, isn't it? You're going to have to put it now over here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
You're going to have to keep up with the show. I got to find a charger.
Oh, boy. How much time do you got left? About running out of time.
I'm at 5%, so let me go get that. You keep talking about the show.
Okay, I'll keep talking about the show. Oh, Lesnar's got a bloody nose, too. Just got left by myself. It's like Jurassic Park when the kids are gone. I don't even know what Lesnar's doing right now. I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I think that's exactly what I am doing. I am just talking to myself. Just talking to hear myself talk right now. He's got him in a gut-wrench submission. This looks like the least painful wrestling move I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't even hurt me. Echo, echo, echo. Oh, no. All right. Gary's back. I'm still talking to myself, though. That's all I've been doing. Just been talking to myself.
This isn't the right charger, but...
It fits. That's the shortest cord ever. not going to be able to.
Yeah, I'm going to break everything in this damn room.
There goes that closet door.
Can you see this tiny screen?
Yeah, you got to move those headphones. There we go. Yep, I'll just squint.
I couldn't find the longer white charger cord. So let's talk about a few other things. Arn Anderson's firing. An update here. Apparently he got fired because he let Alicia Fox fight intoxicated at a house show.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
Not good at all. Yeah, that would be a good reason for termination. Why would Arn do such a thing? You're going to try to fix the closet door now? Just wait, for the love of God.
So, he's fired. Bruce is back.
Yep.
By the way, speaking of Bruce, Conrad is talking. I was listening to JR's podcast, The Ross Report, and it sounds like him and Conrad are working out something that he might become the next guy to be under. I'm just assuming. I don't know, but he could be another guy with Conrad. And they said that would kind of basically replace The Ross Report. Yeah. Which would be okay because I think Conrad brings a lot that if he's just asking, he does so much and so much research. You talked about that. If he did the Raw, like with Jim Ross and just asked Jim the questions, how awesome would that be?
It would, but that's a lot. That is a lot. He's already doing 3 shows.
Bischoff, Schiavone, and Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard is going to, I don't want to say take a back seat, but we don't know what's going to happen.
I hope it doesn't.
I know, because that's the best one.
Well, 83 weeks is good, but I think it's still the best one. Because I was always more of a WWF fan than I was WCW, so that's why I think it's better.
And I like both, and Eric seems to forget shit as it happens. I like Bruce because Bruce brings the characters to the show. He does all his shit. He's just fantastic.
Oh, I agree. I think he's he's absolutely fantastic, and he's got a lot of good information too. I mean, dude, he's Vince's number 2 forever. That's crazy. And now, and JR, he was pretty much, because he was the VP of Talent Relations. He was 3 or 4. He's right there. Yep. And so I put this on here. Did you see, by chance, God, this guy's a fucking moron, but Enzo Amore's tweet? No. I liked Enzo. He was fun. But, man, he just said some dumb shit. And I got to find it because I was just like, are you kidding me right now? So he tweeted, I got to find it because it was so bad. By the way, I forgot about this. Tommaso Ciampa set for neck surgery. He's going to be out for a long, long time. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So he's going to probably give up the title, which sucks. Is Eddie going for the 3 Amigos on Lesnar? Ooh. So here you go. I want you to listen to this. Just listen. I don't know if you've seen this. R.I.P. King Kong Bundy, the epitome of pro wrestling. I recall going to shows at Madison Square Garden with my grandparents and my grandma, Raffaella. Loved him and hyped him up the whole ride in. Plenty of wrestlers risked it all that night, but I'll never forget the guy with the green tongue who ate the turnbuckle. Oh, no. Oh, no. He confused George the Animal Steel and King Kong Bundy. Yikes. You were in WWE. Like, how the fuck do you do that? That wasn't a joke either? No. Ugh. He'll probably try to play it off as a joke now because that's how he is. He's a fucking toolbox, but what the fuck? He doesn't have much up there, that's for sure. That's stupid. F5? God, thankfully we're finishing up. F5, here we go. Hit the ref. Took the ref out. So now who's going to come out of the crowd? Bill Goldberg. Where you at, Bill? Who? Where's Goldberg at? Who? Goldberg. 1, 2, 3. Brock should still have the title. Goldberg. Goldberg. Everyone knows it's coming. Goldberg. Everyone knows it's coming. Goldberg, you'd stop a cheeseburger. If that puck was a cheeseburger, you'd stop it. Grab the title. Walk away? Walk away, yeah. Or is he? Oh, you're going to hit him with it. He's going to cheat, isn't he? Oh, what a cheater. No one likes cheaters. Cheaters never win.
Eddie did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But he would lie, cheat, and steal, not just cheat.
You're absolutely right.
He was a very honorable cheater.
We lie, we cheat, we steal. Oh,
There comes Goldberg.
is Goldberg coming?
Spear! Probably the crowd, Michael Cole.
Oh,
This
dude.
is the one where Stone Cold gave him the ticket and said, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Bill."
Everybody's down. Are you down? Are you down for the clown?
No. No. Not an ICP.
You know some juggalos.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's sad. Grown-ass men. Juggalos. Sheesh.
Do they get fago?
Yeah. Oh, they do. A lot of fago. It's true. Is he going to pin him or what?
Latino.
I feel like they've been laying there forever.
It was like when Sting made his appearance. You remember that? Seth Rollins just fucking laid there.
Yeah.
Dolph. 1, 2.
Oh, what a kick out.
You mean that spear where he lays there for 10 minutes didn't help?
What a kick out. Now what's Eddie going to do? Oh, he would never use the belt to cheat. He would never.
Wait a minute, Michael Cole.
Where did he come from?
God damn it, pal.
Eddie would never use this to cheat.
Don't do it, Eddie. It's bad.
Latino cheat.
Come on, Croc Lesnar. It's just weird that he's like 26 years old. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and he looks like he's 40. And now he's 40 and he looks like he's 40.
He looks the same. Wake up, ref.
Uh-oh. F5. Jeez, look at that. Oh, on the belt. How about that for a finish? Or is it? Frog splash.
And he's got a, what I loved about it, him and RVD could do this shit.
From anywhere.
From anywhere.
That was all. I mean, it's just in mid. Come on, ref, wake up.
Yes. What a humongous deal.
Look at that crowd.
It was a big deal for Eddie.
It's huge. That was awesome. He didn't really expect it. Right to the crowd.
And literally right out in the crowd.
The security guy's bringing him in. He's laughing. That's awesome. That crowd goes wild there.
Absolutely nuts.
Yep. And then goes on to win at WrestleMania 20. Defend his title against Kurt Angle.
Yep. And then
His mom.
His mom.
Well, he's not British. It's his mom.
His mom.
His madre.
His madre. I was about to say, he's not English either. His madre.
I'm sure he's like half
And then his
English.
padre. His papa.
Papa! Papa!
Me, papa.
Oh, me papa. It's me, Mario. Oh, wait, that's Italian.
Well, I don't know. He was made by Japanese people.
What? Mario?
He was made by the Japanese.
Yeah, that's true.
Made by the Japanese. He's an Italian plumber.
What's Luigi? Is he a plumber too?
Yeah, they're cousins or brothers or
I thought they were brothers.
butt buddies or some shit.
Oh, I don't know what they do.
Super. So, what do we call this one? I don't know. We'll have to talk about it after. We got about not long. So it was 10. Yeah, we've got 20 minutes to get this episode up.
Yep.
So, this was a fun one. We just covered some wrestling. Fun to watch Eddie win. Thanks to, jeez, man, it's early. I should have slept more on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I'm going to bed after this. Thank you.
I'm not. I'm awake now.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was tasty.
No pumpkin spice bullshit over here.
I got those McDonald's donut sticks this morning. Yeah, those things are the
love
best. Oh yeah,
dude. I told you I got that latte, that birthday cake latte from Big B. One of those things. I won't plug Burger King much, but I do have to try those spicy nuggets.
No,
I got to try them because Wendy's.
I'm just gonna leave.
That's the worst thing that Wendy's did.
I'm just gonna leave if you're gonna keep talking about Burger King.
All right, I'll end the show. I'm sorry.
Not dealing with that today.
Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time.
Today was a good day. Ice Cube.
Today was a good day.
Listen to it.
Give him a follow at Songs by Wes on Twitter and Wes Anderson Music on Facebook. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, Verizon, PNC, and Charlie's Dodge. And don't forget to watch Fastlane tonight and check out my picks. I'm going to go 9-0 or 8-0 or whatever it was. Maybe. We'll see.
I probably won't.
We will probably both each have one loss.
Probably.
Something stupid like that.
Yep.
And then we'll keep the same record. You'll still be ahead by a half game because, or half a match because I got that bonus point. But either way, Brandon should return next week for episodes 61 and 62. So hopefully we'll see you guys then. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Burger King sucks, Brandon. And you're not here to defend it.
Bitch!